On a shoestring budget. The electorate is largely expected to endorse the draft on Saturday after major political parties agreed on its content. But government has only disbursed $31.5 of the $85 million to cover the core costs that will allow the vote to go ahead. But it's still to raise money to pay stipends to staff at polling stations.
One of the measures that we're also going to implement with immediate effect is that we're going to raise excise duty on diesel and petrol.
It will also borrow money from pension funds and has stepped up pressure on South Africa for a $100 million budget support funding request.
Ambassador Lindiwe Zulu was in the country last week in her capacity as a facilitator, and I raised this issue with her, and she advised that she would raise it with President Zuma. But as you said, it's such a long time. We hope that President Zuma can intervene in the matter.
It's a responsibility of SADC as the guarantor to assist Zimbabwe in whichever way they can, particularly in mobilizing the resources to make sure that the referendum does take place. Because if the referendum is delayed, the problem is that it then delays everything else, which would also include the elections.
The United Nations has turned down a funding request, citing insufficient time to consider it. And international financiers have shunned Harare as high risk for defaulting on its $10 billion external debt repayments. Zimbabwe says it's relying on the help of friendly countries to help pay for its elections. Shingai Nyoka, SABC News, Harare, Zimbabwe.